How long ago has it been now that you figured out that about gluten and
Yeah, I
figured
mean, it's been a little over 2 years. It was February 2 years ago. We're in early April right now, but that's when I got online. I mean, I thought I was dying. You know, I was getting super pale, and I had this black line running down my face, and I was tired all the time. And you know, and I realized that I've had this sensitivity to gluten since I was a child, probably, right? Because I had no business being fat in my life because I've been active my whole childhood and my adulthood and everything. I'm all over the place all the time. Um, so my weight would swing 10 pounds, sometimes more, within a few days, right? So I would go to an Italian restaurant maybe or eat a big pizza, and I would walk out of the place 10 pounds. That's probably an exaggeration, but I would be bloated. People would comment on it, you know. My wife commented a few years ago, and she made this really bad remark to me about my weight, and it was like I wasn't like that this morning. We had just eaten this big pizza. Anyway, and that's it. It will age you. The gluten will age you. I remember about 5 years ago, I was 50, and I was sitting at a restaurant with two friends, exact same age. One of them was Brian,
uh-huh.
and he's like a couple of weeks younger than me, older than me, one of the two, but he's like almost
Very
close to my
close, yeah.
birthday, and also my other friend Bob, and we were having fun with the waitress. She was, you know, a charming young lady, and somebody asked her, "How old do you think we are?" And she nailed Bob, and she nailed Brian, and then she told me I was 60, right? And I was 50. She said 60, and you
Oh
know she
man.
was not wrong. Now, I've been working like crazy. Besides having the gluten problem, you know, I'm stressed. I'm working really hard, but I was like, wow. And that wasn't really the first time somebody had said that I looked 10 years older than I was. So that didn't make me feel very good. Um, and it took me 5 years to realize what was wrong with me, but it
Were
was
you
gluten.
was it were you diagnosed by a doctor or was it self-diagnosed?
Yeah,
Self.
self-diagnosed. I mean, I don't go to the doctor, right? For whatever reason. Well, the last time I went to the doctor, the last couple of times I went to the doctor, which is decades ago, it was the same thing. You know, I felt terrible. Something was terribly wrong with me, and they said, you know, see how you feel tomorrow. Take 2 aspirins, call me in the morning,
Yes,
basically, right?
prescribed medication.
Yeah. So, so you get on YouTube, and doctors hate to hear this when you're going on YouTube and self-diagnosing. But hey, guess what? There's a ton of information there,
Yeah.
and the doctors that I went to, they don't listen, right? They don't listen. They listen to a couple of words and say, "Oh, boom, this or that or nothing or whatever." But anyway, I went to YouTube, and I figured it out. And I quit gluten. In 10 days, I lost 10 pounds. And over the last 2 years, I lost another 20 pounds. I mean, I had no idea I had 30 pounds to lose. But, you know, I'm getting kind of skinny now. I got to start working out again to build some muscle mass.
Yeah.
But I got energy like crazy. I mean, when I quit, I quit. I don't look at you know, Eliana looked at this really awesome looking bread, and she was like, actually, she put it in her mouth. I just about took it out of her mouth, right? That happened. But no, when I quit, that's it. You know, I have that willpower, and it registers as poison to me now. So as soon as I realized this about 2 years ago, I stopped, and I became a gluten Nazi, basically. You know, and and so I've noticed that over that 2 years, there are even more options. You know, even in that short period of time, more people are becoming aware, and there are more options. I'm actually going to this pizza place in Coconut Grove that we've been to a bunch of times already.
Yeah.
I think you've been
I've
there.
been there.
Yeah. So I didn't know that I could go there. So I looked at my Google Maps, and I haven't been there in 2 years.
Right.
And now we're going there like once a week because the pizza is incredible. It's gluten
Yeah.
free, and it's amazing.
Is it a cauliflower crust, or do they know what kind of crust it is?
You know, I don't think I asked them. I've had cauliflower crust on other pizzas that were great before, so it probably is.
Right.
It's funny I didn't ask them. Yeah, but it's really good. So yeah, you don't need to eat it, and you know, just feel much better.